Hi everyone, welcome back. Today what we're looking at is this non-generic Viking sketch that I decided to do, or a quick study. The pose that I chose was these two soldiers walking down the street, and the costume is from, not just from the character, from the guy on the left, but from a variety of people standing in the back as well. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of the final result for this one, and I don't think it's going to make it into my portfolio, but I think it's an important kind of lesson here. I think I royally messed up as far as going for the 30-minute time. I think I royally messed up this one, and the reason I messed it up is that I made the line weight for the face way too detailed, and I wasted too much time pursuing something I don't think I should have pursued. So after I blocked it out like this, which I'm actually content with at this stage, I decided, oh, maybe I should add a little bit more detail to it. And here's coming up is going to be the mistake where I clean it up a little bit, and I decided maybe I need to go in into the face and define some of the elements. And as soon as I start defining them, I trip up. Now, it could have gone right. Yeah, I could have drawn a really nice face for this character, but draw the nose weird. I should have gone with the basic shapes, to be honest, basic shapes and shadows, and then let that drive the image, and then define some of the secondary line weight. But instead I draw this real average ass face. I mess it up. I try to fix it. I don't know whether I was panicking or not, but I did feel uncomfortable doing it. And at some point I decided maybe the whole head's wrong, and I redraw the head from a different angle. And I'm like, maybe I need to do it like the reference that I have, the pose reference. I shouldn't have taken the pose of the front soldier and then the back soldier, and I tried to merge them, the head of one and the body of the other. It didn't really work out. Then I'm coming in here and I'm detailing these areas, which is technically not too much of a problem, but that moment where I tripped up on the head, I think, was a huge mistake, because in the end I do end up coloring it in, and I mean technically it doesn't go too badly, but I don't get it to the render stage that I would prefer, and the thing that I'm blaming is myself, and blaming stopping off on the face for a little bit too long. I think the initial head direction was a good one. But then after I did the initial line weight on the face, when it didn't go right and I decided to change it, at that point I was committed, and I kind of felt like like if this was a puzzle game, that I kind of worked myself into a corner. I had the shadows, I'm kind of semi-content with them, but I know that I lost a lot of time. This is already a considerable amount of time into the image, past the halfway point. I keep looking at the clock. The clock that I use is the OBS clock that records the actual footage, and I'm going in and I'm detailing certain parts, and it's just like I don't know, the wind out of my sails is being knocked out, and I'm not enthused about this image anymore. I'm just trying to finish it off. There's certain things, I mean, I could say that I do like about it. I think the colors ended up being quite decent. A little bit of orange peeking through looks good, or like it looks loose and gestural, but the beard, the hat, the posture itself, I think altogether it was kind of, it's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I intended. I wanted him to look like those guys look really tough on the left, and the costumes of the guys on the right look pretty cool. This time it's flipped, but yeah, it was a disappointing showing. I think the important part here though is, like, there's a saying, there's only winners and learners, and I think if every single picture that I was doing was ending up exactly the way I intended, I think there'd be nothing to learn. So there was image is not ideal, not too happy with it, but I think I learned a lot in the process. I had a little bit of backlight to try to salvage a little bit of volume from what I have here. In the end of the day, I think the over concentration on the face, the too early over concentration on the face, is what stemmed this image. So hopefully you got something out of this, and I'm gonna do a few more, some good, some average. This is the final result. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Thank you.